It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Fuck Bob Byrne. Fuck Al Heyman. And fuck Daniel Kinahan. 8 goons in, they all strapped. They in a minivan. Took so many losses in life, I'm trying to win again. Nowadays, fighters who box hardly get any fans. Many men wish death upon me. Got many felonies. Y'all still sleeping on Steph. He from the Philly streets. I'ma make them feel the heat. Now if you feeling me, these fighters acting just like these rappers. I mean, is it really beef? I don't understand it, but I'm demanding that we get the fight. Promoters set a line in our face telling us this is life. Y'all gonna have to get it right, or we the fans, we finna fight. I'll murder any microphone, call me Killer Mike. Was born with the will to fight. Through the storm, I can see the light. Might as well start back streaming, man. Don't you see the price? We all want Spence versus Crawford. We want to see the fight. You ask me, Jerron Boots Ennis, yeah, that's who Keisha fight. The devil like a thief at night. It's hard to have some peace in life. A lot of fighters say they'll star, but I don't believe the hype. I'm fighting for my people and all the blacks that's living. And Kinahan can go to hell along with Fatback Fury. Don't take an Einstein to catch that theory. I paint the picture perfect. Politics is fucking up boxing. I feel like this is circus. Instead of paying for fight after fight, I feel like this is dirty. It's like going through the drive-thru paying your money, but you don't get the burger. Boxing has committed murder. That's why I done killed the verses. Want somebody get the nurses? Now they feelings hurt. Now I'ma go on to end it, but I could go all day. Yeah, it's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, got a lot of shit I gotta say, man. First and foremost, we gonna title this motherfucker. Boxing will change for the worse in 2023. Y'all remember Goldust? Yeah, no. Some of y'all might be a little too young to remember, but yeah, Goldust. By the way, I was a huge wrestling fan as a kid. I think when I hit about 10, I found out it wasn't real, and I fell out of touch with it, and I started playing football by that time. But yeah, I fell out of touch with wrestling at the age of 10. But I was a diehard. Boy, Monday Night Raw, The Rock was Stone Cold. Yeah, Kane with the choke slam. Yeah, I was fucking with it. But yeah, when I found out it wasn't real, I was like 10 years old. Yeah, and I quit watching it, and I fell in love with football. But anyway. This is what boxing will become. And I just want you to know something. This ain't no LG, it ain't so much about that because, it's enough of that. It ain't even about the transgender belt that Mauricio Suleiman is finna come out with. It ain't even about the transgender. It's a lot of shit is the reason why boxing will change for the worse. It ain't just the gay shit. No, it ain't just that. It's a lot of shit. It ain't even just the racism. Nah, it's a lot of shit. These fighters, I'm telling you, bro, fighters in the 80s, 70s, back when, I'm gonna tell you something about a fighter. It's more than in that ring. Muhammad Ali valued himself outside that ring and inside that ring. Fighters, even Sugar Ray Leonard, that's why he got them big ass bags he used to get. I try not to say purse because I don't want to conform to that shit. Women wear purses. I don't want to compare money to purse. No, bag. I'm going to say bag. I don't want to use the purse. It's just a little too weird. Anyway, the bag. Sugar Ray Leonard, he used to get a big bag and fighters knew their worth. Like the promoters couldn't convince them differently of what they knew they was worth. These fighters are different. These fighters, promoters can manipulate them more, and I'm seeing that. Everything I've been saying is coming out. I watched how Eddie Hearn came out and said, "Oh no, I don't want to sign." But when Bob said, "Bud is not valuable," all the promoters shitted on him. Nobody wanted to sign him. He over there talking to Oscar now, and Oscar the brokest promoter in the game. Oscar De La Hoya is the brokest promoter in the goddamn game, and he on dope, so you can't trust the druggie. He could gamble that money off any day now. That little loan he get and shit. But anyway, I remember when he devalued Bud. And ever since then, all these motherfuckers been, well, Bud don't sell. You know what? It just pisses me off because y'all would say he don't sell, but y'all can't point out somebody who's never been on pay-per-view that's trying to promote themselves like they sell. Ryan ain't even been on pay-per-view, and y'all ain't got no words for that. So at this point, to me, boxing fans are just as fake. I'm gonna tell you something. I could talk about black shit all day, but I'm gonna get back to boxing. But black folks, it's a lot of shit that I think we need some boot camps or shit for us. We need some I don't want to say back to slavery, but we need some concentration. We need more discipline. I think white folks need to be meaner to us. Maybe we'll get a little stronger. We too goddamn soft. Yeah, you can't, it's a lot of shit I can say. But yeah, I think we need a little more discipline. I think, and we'll stand against some shit. But anyway, there's a whole lot of shit I can say on that issue. But anyway, and I just see a lot of shit, bro. I see how it's all over boxing, because also Mike Tyson interviewed Jermall Charlo, and this is a huge platform, and he fronted him out. That was the biggest thing of that whole interview, was him fronting him out about David Benavidez, saying he ducking him and all that there. And ever since that happened, all channels have band together to say Jermall Charlo ain't doing nothing. He need to do more. Well, I got some news for you motherfuckers. Ever since that Canelo fight, what the fuck has Triple G done? And he lost to Derevyanchenko. So it's a lot of shit I see. It's a whole lot of fighters that's real soft out here. Yes, I think Jermall Charlo needs to come back strong and fight nothing but top level tier. That's what I want to see for him. Yeah, I want him to fight all these dudes. I want him to come back strong. And I know he can beat a lot of these dudes. But anyway, we need to point out the fact that Jaime Munguia got over 40 fights and he ain't fought no fucking body. We just seen Zurdo get exposed. We saw Oscar De La Hoya. He gambled and crapped out at the goddamn table. Yeah, you fed Zurdo the Bivol. And we saw that 40, what he was about 48-0. We saw that shit was capped, bro. So we seeing how you building up records. These dudes got 40-some fights and they ain't fought nobody. So I'm just getting real tired of it. And black fans, y'all let that shit go down. Whenever it's a black fighter ducking, the whole world can shit on it. But I'm going to talk about all ducks. I'm going to talk about all ducks. And I just look at you motherfuckers. And another thing, I look at how not just all fighters, but specifically black fighters. And I'm noticing that boxing fans, bro, y'all go with whatever these promoters say. Y'all do that shit. When they said Bud wasn't valuable, y'all said he wasn't valuable. When they said Bud and Spence really wasn't as big, y'all said he really wasn't as big. When they tried to hit y'all with that, well, they bypass. I mean, they illegal streaming it. It ain't gonna do the numbers. You ain't never heard of no illegal streaming since these Ryan and Tank negotiations. Nobody has mentioned anything about illegal streaming. So I just look at y'all only say it when it's certain situations. And I'm looking at now how I heard you, Lou, you coming out and you're saying shit like Tank ain't that big of a star but Ryan is just as big and this and that, even though it's never done a pay-per-view. And I'm looking at that. And you saying he's more popular. Let me explain something to you. It's only one fighter that's popular and they do numbers. That's it. I'm talking about it's on social media. That's popular on social media and do numbers. And that's Jake Paul. Ryan is popular on social media. He's not popular in boxing. His numbers do not translate. I don't know how many times I got to say that. Jake Paul numbers do. Ryan's don't. So it's a big difference. It worked for Jake, but it didn't work for Ryan. But it's going to work when he fight Tank. But anyway, I'm going to say some shit that I ain't said. I haven't even mentioned this. Because I hadn't thought to even mention this. 1 + 1 is 2. And a lot of you motherfuckers, you let these promoters tell you 1 + 1 is 5. Truthfully, I ain't never said this, but Spence a bigger star than Tank. And it ain't no discredit to Tank. But we speak as if we speak about the popularity. Is Tank more popular? Yes. But he don't do bigger numbers than Earl Spence. So I gotta explain the difference. You can't mix popularity and numbers when it comes to negotiate. We got to go off your numbers. You can be as popular as you want to be, but if your numbers, we got to look at what's on that paper. So, yeah, Tank do numbers. He averaged between 200 to 300,000 pay-per-view buys. Spence averaged from 300 to 350. So yeah, Spence do bigger numbers. So he's considered a bigger star. But I hear Lou DiBella say Spence not a draw. And now they finna start saying Spence ain't a draw. So now Spence do numbers, and I'm adding 1 + 1 is 2. If Tank and Ryan can be a super fight, and Ryan has never done numbers, but Bud has done 4 pay-per-views, and Spence has done nothing but 300 to 350,000 pay-per-view buys, and Bud has put up numbers too, and you putting that together, but you saying Ryan versus Tank is bigger. That's not 1 + 1. That's not 2, bro. Y'all not adding 1 + 1 correctly. So yeah, I just look at that and how promoters just manipulate fights. You know another thing? You motherfuckers always talk duck. These Fury versus Usyk negotiations been real quiet. And I hear a lot of you motherfuckers try to act like this a fight that y'all need so much. Well, why y'all ain't talking about ducking? Why y'all ain't talking about who's ducking? Why y'all didn't say when Usyk turned down the Wilder fight, he was ducking? So, in boxing in 2023, I'm noticing, and it's been going on, but it's completely obvious now that we only talk about certain ducks. All ducks are not being brought to the forefront. We're not convicting everybody. We only convict certain fighters, and we cover up certain fighters. And so, yeah, it's the WWE, and we taking the realness out of the sport. This shit becoming some bullshit. This shit is very fake. And these promoters, I'm telling you some real shit. By them trying to say who does what and what fight does what, that gives them power to get the bigger bag, to pay fighters less and they make more. That's a scheme to do that. Well, fighters, I'm telling you, fighters finna start not even making $1 million a fight. They finna start getting paid less, and the promoter's gonna eat more. Yeah, I can just tell you what you gonna do. And at this point, I don't even trust when these numbers come out, because at this point, you can do what you want. That's how corrupt boxing is. So, yeah, I'm just looking at it, and man, I don't know. 2023 gonna be a very interesting year. But these promoters, I just look at it, bro. They act like it's such game. They all act like they don't like each other, but they really fuck with each other. They fuck with each other, and they're showing you that if Top Rank and PBC want a fight to happen, they can easily make it happen. Look at Inoue and Cool Boy. Another thing about that fight, how is Inoue the A side and Cool Boy got the belts, and you moving up to my weight division? I think that's weird that I got to come to your country and fight, but these are for my titles. That's another thing. I'm looking at the value that these fighters have for themselves. You know, in the 80s and the 70s, there's no way you finna come up to my division and I come to your country. Fighters used to value themselves more. And it's no discredit to Cool. Cool Boy want to be great, but he just doing what's going on. Yeah, he's just a part of what's going on. And I'm showing you that fighters don't believe in changing boxing no more. They just believe in going with, just go with it, bro. Get the money, and I want to fight the best, and I want to be great, and I want fans, I want people to love me, and I want to be cheered for. But we don't want to change boxing. We don't want to demand respect, and we don't want position. We cool with just getting the bag now. That's how black folks are. That's how we is on the job. That's how we is in life. Long as we get the bag, we don't care about position or power. So yeah, this is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.